What's good everyone, it's Zigzag here, welcome back to another Geoguessr video. I got my Rainbolt merch on and I am back from the World Cup. It was an absolute blast and I'm so happy to have gone. I've got a bunch of World Cup content coming up for you soon, including a vlog and some match analysis as well. However, in the meantime, we've got a new feature which is challenge the players who were at the World Cup. So I'm going to be doing that, seeing how I would have done against some of these players. I'm thinking especially the people from the bottom two groups. I didn't actually see many of their matches because I went out for lunch during the group stages. And yeah, this is basically just going to be a bit of fun. I don't think you can really draw too much from the conclusions of these, whatever they're going to be, because in the actual thing there's so much pressure. You've got music blaring in your ears to block out the noise from the casters and everything, and it's just completely different. But having said that, I think it's going to be a bit of fun, and I want to save Consus for last because I feel like that's kind of interesting. We want to see me versus the champion. But let's start off with another bang and go for Blinky here. Obviously, a bunch of his games I did see, and I feel like NMPZ, I probably would have seen most of them in the playoffs that he actually played NMPZ. So let's go for no moving here. No doubt there'll be some repeats from the playoffs, but no doubt it should be kind of interesting as well to see how I face off against Blinky, who really played super well no moving as well as moving in the World Cup, it must be said. So let's see. Very interesting panning. If you notice in the map that they made, this is a repeat. We'll have to see how well I can remember some of these as well. But in the official map, they used a lot of like panning that goes off to the side of the road, so it's kind of interesting in that respect. But this one was Germany. Now, actually, I remember where this one was. I was calling out Berlin. I was saying Berlin, but I think it was actually northwest of Berlin, and I feel like Blinky's opponent may have gotten closer than him here. I think it was against RC, this one, if I remember correctly, but it was something like this, I think. And okay, it was actually northwest by quite a bit there. I forgot that. But yeah, Blinky, I mean, that's not fair at all. It was just a repeat. I should have guessed where I thought he guessed. But regardless, here's the next round. Looks like it's going to be somewhere in maybe Indonesia here, right? So, I think Blinky is very likely to have gotten close here just based on the fact that we probably have a Kabupaten, which is a little regency, a little region, which are very prevalent in Indonesia and very useful as well. But as for the poles here, they're kind of even-topped, so I think this might be Sumatra with the kind of symmetrical top here. It's kind of most common there, I think, but yeah, we have a lot of tiled roofs as well. So maybe this one's like Lampung or something. That could definitely make sense with the pole top and that. I'm not sure if I saw this round or not. I don't remember off the bat. But yeah, I'm thinking like Lampung here, maybe for that reason. So let's go in here. I'm going to say South Sumatra Lampung border, somewhere here. And yeah, we both went the same there. It was Jambi. I think that pole top might be common in Jambi. I can't remember though. And so, Blinky gets one off on me. Yeah, I don't think I'd seen that round before, but no doubt have seen some more of these. So we'll have to switch to a less known player next. This one should be somewhere in Mexico, I assume. Single yellow line. We have a big hill, so it shouldn't be in the Yucatan Peninsula where you normally get flat kind of a landscape. And so somewhere near there, I would have thought. Don't think that's anything useful on the sign. And yeah, a lot of like very dense vegetation here. It's kind of interesting to me. I still got the feeling that this is kind of further towards the east of the country, just with the kind of vibe of the architecture and everything. But I'm not entirely sure where. And my Mexico practice is failing me in my head. I can't really pick this one, so I would say it kind of feels like Tabasco, but again, too hilly. So maybe just over here in Chiapas. Could easily see this being out west as well, just as easily, maybe like Michoacan or something like that. But yeah, I'm going to try this guess. We'll see how it goes. And yeah, it was actually Guerra there, or more or less actually. And yeah, it's going to be 838 points. So the multis really ramp up. We've got very similar guesses so far, it must be said. So it's kind of interesting. I mean, I don't feel too bad about that. Okay, next one here is in Japan. This is a Tokyo or Kanto pole top, so it should be somewhere near Tokyo. We got, I remember this round. We had the Zigzag drugstore, which I was happy to see in the audience. But yeah, this one was Kanto, I believe. Now, I don't remember where in Kanto this one was, so probably just going to be a bit of a crapshoot. Oh, Blinky already guesses. Okay, I forgot that Blinky would also guess, because normally I guess quickly. But I guess this is like west of Tokyo. I'm really not sure. I can't remember where this one was. Okay, and it was actually not Kanto pole tops. Interesting that I forgot that. Okayama there. So Blinky is indeed large and in control here, as he was in the World Cup. Honestly, kind of unlucky to have come second, but I guess we'll talk more about that when I come to the vlog video, which I have coming out. I just haven't had time to edit it because I've been right back into work. Okay, this one is, I would assume Germany, even though we have, yeah, so Germany 2023 here. Blinky guesses. It kind of looked like a Bulgarian road with the black patches, but it has to be Germany with the 2023 and the buildings, I reckon. And I don't get a vibe off where these buildings are. I'm just going to click middle of Germany because I'm really not sure. And okay, it was actually Denmark. Wow. They look German to me, those buildings. But there we go, Blinky almost flawlessing me in no moving there. Even with a couple of repeats in there, I wasn't able to win. So let's move on to another one here. I think Mate Potato and me are very even players, all things considered. So I'm kind of interested to see NMBZ, how we can go. I did cast one of Mate Potato's games, which I'll release the casted game on my YouTube channel as well, probably tomorrow. But NMPZ, I don't think I saw any of his games, so let's just see how he go here. 5 rounds only he played NMPZ, so this should be quick. Either he's going to beat me quickly or lose to me quickly, I guess. So we have Venezuela, Colombia, Central America. Okay, is this actually Panama, I wonder? Interesting, like painted poles at the bottom here. The camera kind of feels low. Looks like a no front plate, so yeah, this should, I guess, be Panama. I don't know if they have front plates or not, but it just seems to fit to me, especially because the pole is round here in Generation 4 camera. So I guess this would be Panama City, otherwise maybe David. It kind of feels like a bigger city vibe, right? So I'll just go for Panama City here. And okay, it was actually in Cologne, and yeah, we guessed the exact same place, so not really a surprise there. Okay, completely even so far. Let's see what happens on the next round. Looks like it's going to be somewhere in Chile, I think. This looks like a Chilean pole. We actually have a monkey puzzle tree here, I guess, for that reason. Not too commonly seen in Chile, but normally monkey puzzles are in line with New Ken province, so I guess maybe like Los Angeles or something like that, but I actually thought this might be a bit further south, just on the vibes. I'm going to leave it near Puerto Montt here. I'm not really sure where it is, though. Again, it was actually, yeah, just in line with New Ken instead, so up towards Los Angeles indeed. Taking a bit of damage there, kind of second-guessed myself a bit, but that's fine, that's fine. Next one here looks Baltic, or is it actually just further west? We have like a very nice house here, so I think this is further west. Maybe Germany, maybe Belgium or something like that. The poles seem kind of square, so I think Belgium actually. But it's 2023 coverage, so maybe it could be Germany as well. The number plate, it doesn't really look red, but I think I have to trust my gut here. I think the pole would definitely say Belgium, and Mate's guessing quickly here, so I'm curious to see. It was Belgium there, near Boom, or really near Ghent. And Mate's in the lead. We only have two more rounds here, so I think Mate must have been winning by quite a lot at this stage, because otherwise why would the game be so short? This one should be somewhere in northern Greece, I reckon. It doesn't really matter how quickly we guess, because he doesn't get put under pressure. He'll always guess immediately after we do. But yeah, these should be Greek bollards, and the vibes are quite European, quite Balkan, not really southern to me, so I'd guess up somewhere up in the mountains here, I think. And okay, it was actually all the way up here. It's going to be some damage for us at least. Not a bad amount, actually, 145. So we have this last round to get back into it here, and it will be Japan, so we can win, but it's been very close so far. Next one. What do the buildings say here? A few flat roofs going on, bit of this and that. Not really too specific here. I think the trees kind of feel north, and we don't get much apart from that, I think. Yeah. So where do I want to go? I don't think it's all the way up in Hokkaido. I don't, but it could be. And I think I'll guess pretty northern here based on, just the vibe of the buildings, mostly, I think, and the trees as well. So I'm thinking maybe just all the way up in Aomori. I could even see Hakodate or something like that in that kind of northern region. It could be south as well. There's nothing to say this couldn't be just Tokyo, but I think the road kind of feels snow damaged and the whole vibe is kind of north to me, so we'll see here. And okay, it was actually just north there, indeed. Right where I've been, actually. I've been to Shibetsu. So, yeah, there we go. That is going to be GG from Mate there. As I said, Mate, very, very solid player. Someone I definitely rate quite highly, and not surprised there that he beat me, but to be fair, it wasn't really we wouldn't have really had a proper result there, only 5 rounds. We would have had to keep playing in the real thing. Juju is someone else I didn't really get to see play in the World Cup, so curious to see how he played on NMPZ, my favorite game mode. Obviously, Juju was one of the favorites going into this tournament, so kind of curious to see how I can do. And the first one here, we've got a yellow tuk-tuk in front of us. Might be a Colombian tuk-tuk, I think. Sometimes you see them there. But could actually be in... Yes, I think this is actually Nigeria. Poles kind of feel Nigerian. This you also see in Nigeria. And then it's an African-looking lady on the billboard here. And I would say it's probably English language as well. Yeah, it is. So this should all lead to it being correct. Now, somewhere in the south of the country, because it's so green, I think the tuk-tuk makes me feel like it's more west in the country, but I'm really not sure about that. Bit of inference. Just gonna click near Lagos here, I think. We'll see what Jupa goes for. And it was actually just Lagos indeed. Jupa goes for the middle hedge there. Pretty reasonable guess, but finally we are off to a lead here. I've not chosen easier opponents for myself this video, but yeah, I mean, it's not been easy. Oh, did he also? Okay, he also had this round against Mate Potato. And so I'll guess where I guessed last time, I guess. That would be fair, wouldn't it? So let's just go here where I guessed last time. And yeah, he actually went the exact same spot as Mate, missing the monkey puzzle tree, perhaps. But that time we're actually closer, so that's good. Okay, next one here. We got some reddish dirt for double damage here. And I would say is this somewhere around Lake Titicaca. And I don't really know which country it's going to be in. We have a llama, so that might feel more Peruvian. I know they're famously in Peru. So in Geoguessr, I actually don't know which one this is. I think it could easily be around Oru. But I'm not so sure. I might just hedge on the border here. It looks more like Bolivia. I'm going to leave it. I think it was Oru there, and he goes in Argentina. So, yeah, that's great for us, obviously. Missed the llama meta, and we flawless Jupa there. So, kind of an interesting one. Obviously, Jupa, very strong player. Not going to miss that too often, I think. But NMPZ is hard at the best of times. Okay, so Anana, I know, is not a moving player because he doesn't have the internet to support it. So, I think let's go for a moving game against Anana here. Who, you know, apparently he was telling me, like, yes, he didn't win many games, but he often got close to wins. So I would still expect to lose this duel. Obviously, moving was quite rough for me, but let's check it out here. I'm just going to go for, like, kind of similar tactics to what I would have done in the World Cup. So looking around here, a bit of red road here. Orange reflectors and the guardrail should be in Spain. And I don't think it's too far from Madrid here, but I'm not sure which side. Let's go north side of Madrid. And it was actually southwest side. We're going to do a bit of damage there, but obviously nothing crazy. Now, on the urban rounds, I really don't know how to play because I have no idea how long he spent looking for signs and everything, but this is a pretty straightforward New Zealand or Australia. It's a Tasmanian pole top there, and yeah, it's pretty generic otherwise. Should just be somewhere in the north of Tasmania, but could see it being south as well. Let's just send in our guess here. Should be somewhere around this region, I would say. And it is. So taking a bit more of an advantage here. This is going to be interesting. Anana, definitely one of the surprise picks for the World Cup as well. Definitely nice to meet the lad. And that was a good thing about some of the surprise picks. Some people that you haven't really seen play in quite some time. And it's also was kind of a good litmus test to see like how far the community's come, so to speak. Or because like Anana and like Giovanni at one point were very much top players. And hadn't really been considered so since the World Cup. But okay, a bunch of tiles on the roofs here. I like to guess near Phnom Penh, and we have palms. So let's guess this side was other side of Phnom Penh. So we actually have to be careful on moving about bleeding out all 10 rounds. I have to be a bit careful for that for sure. Okay, a bit more urban this time. We've got Japanese language. Have to make a nice guess. We might actually move around here for a bit of info. Japan's a country where I do tend to move because the polls have so much info on them. And I don't mind reading them, as opposed to reading signs. It's more fun. This kind of feels like Tokyo, though, to me, I think. Okay, let's use the movement glitch here and get down the road a bit faster. Wow, it's still pretty slow, isn't it? For some reason, the movement just very much snail's pace here. Okay, so let's hop down to this sign here. We got the Chubu, I think Chubu, pole here, which you find around Nagoya, this kind of area here. Are we going to see anything else that's useful? I don't really know so much if we are. Maybe like signposts could help here as well. I don't really think so. What about like a phone number could also help. Let's see if we see one on this sign here. Doesn't look like we will. Okay, so in which case, you know, it kind of felt like it's quite coastal to me. And I didn't see any mountains here. Let's hop back to the start, see if we see any mountains. Oh, wow, we got the checkpoint. Okay. We missed out. I mean, I thought I had it clicked in Nagoya, so I probably would have just gone there, but we lose 500 points. Have to make a comeback now against Anana. Next one here looks like France, right? Western France architecture, if you ask me. Let's see if we can build on that theory. Okay, this is definitely Western France to me. Look at these buildings. The white ones with the red roofs and okay, even the red shutters on the windows. This should be southwest, I think, like Bordeaux or somewhere around there. And okay, it was Poitiers? Poitiers, I don't know how to pronounce it, but a bit of damage there, not too bad. Especially considering he had to presumably a bit more time, but This was, of course, inflicted on myself, this style of play. Okay, next one here. We have lots of places now. All of them are small. I find it interesting how often Turkish signs have lots of place names to small places, but do we see anything? No water tanks on the roofs here. Okay, we do have some. I think this definitely feels more like more western to me, but I'm not really sure where in the west this would be. Like, could be northwestern because of the greenery, but I'm not really sure. The lack of like water tanks on the roof makes you think more of like European Turkey, but again, not really so sure about that. I do get the feeling this might. Was that that one with the round top? That's like an Ankara street sign, but I don't think we're in Ankara. Why not? Let's go near Ankara for that reason. I'm not really sure where else that's findable, but let's go in like a small town nearby. Okay, well, it was in a small town nearby. Yeah, Ankara province would have those ones, I guess. So there we go, 1.8k damage. We're back in control here, back in command. Quadruple damage here on Malaysia. Definitely a country I'm quite comfortable guessing in. Bit of blue and yellow here. I mean, blue and red and blue. Let's get to the sign. They're very useful in Malaysia because they have these state names on the highway shields. K. So K, could it be Kuala Lumpur? I'm not really sure. What is K here? So B and E. Then I thought maybe it's Kedah. Yeah, it is Kedah. Okay, so 162. Let's just guess in Kedah. And okay, it was a bit further south there. Definitely the type of clue that everyone can get there. And 372. So we might take it all the way to 10 rounds here. By the way, 10 rounds. Wasn't a big fan of that. Maybe for moving it was okay, but for no moving it was unnecessary in my opinion. But Santa Fe here. I don't think that's actually necessarily trustable, but obviously we'll think about Santa Fe. Now that pole paint. Is that more of like a north one? Oh, this might be a repeat or something. Yeah, okay, this one I remember. This one I actually casted the round, I believe. And I think we had this taxi and it was in San Miguel or maybe Salta. Can't remember which one. I think it might have been San Miguel. And I think San Miguel might have that pole paint as well. So I'm gonna try that. And okay, yeah, it was San Miguel. I mean, should I have gone for that guess? I think I knew he went in BA. But yeah, I don't know. I definitely called in the stream that it wasn't going to be Buenos Aires because of the taxi, so I guess we can take it. That's GG's. Okay, I definitely will return to this game mode if you guys want me to, but for now, let's just play against Consus on no moving, panning, or zooming. Obviously, my favorite game mode, plus I have the benefit of hindsight and many repeats. Obviously, about half the rounds here will be repeats for me, so let's just see how I can go. And yeah, this should be interesting. I think I should be able to win because of the repeats, but we'll see. Okay, this one. Now, I think he had this one against Fungus, and I think I may have called the exact place. But is this the same round? I remember one of these rounds. I think it might have been this one. Of course, we're only watching on the big screen, so you don't really actually see all the details. But I think this is the one where I called it was like Southern Illinois or Missouri, and it actually was there. I was like sitting with Chicago Geographer, and I felt pretty proud of myself. But is it even that round? I don't know. We have spruces here, so that would make you think more north. But then we have pines as well. I might have it misremembered. It might be a different round, but I gotta go with my gut here. I think it was here. And, okay, yeah, it was that one. So, yeah, that was the one I called out correctly in the tournament, so I actually would have gone here, and I would have got these points, so I can be fully happy. This is a zero conflict of interest going there, because that's actually what I wanted to guess. Okay, next one here. 1.5 times damage. We're in Ecuador. Oh, this might be a two-rounder. I remember that they both sent the wrong country on this one, I think they sent the wrong country on this one, because this was Ecuador with the white brick, right? Maybe so sometimes repeats screw up. I think they both went Dominican Republic. Yeah, they both went Dominican Republic because of the car square blur here. And I called Ecuador immediately as well, but when they guessed Dominican Republic, I was kind of agreeing with them, to be honest. But yeah, this was like here or something, I think. And yeah, it was Southern Ecuador. So is that going to be a two-rounder? I think it might be, actually. Yeah, there we go. So, okay, we can try that again. Obviously, these were not nicely picked rounds for Consus. We'll press play again, see if we can get different rounds. Okay, interestingly, it is actually giving us different rounds here, so that's good. This one's also very familiar. Where was this? I remember being kind of shocked by where this was. Was it actually Mongolia? Or was it just Russia? I can't remember actually what this was, you know. I don't think it's Mongolia because of the Google car. I don't think it's Caucasus, Russia, but I think I don't remember it being Urals either, to be honest. Oh man, I'm confused as I was when I watched this one. I didn't know what to go then, and I still don't know now. I think it's a Russian phone code, though. I do think it's a Russian phone code. And I just don't remember. It wasn't Sakhalin. It wasn't, I don't think it was Kamchatka. I don't think it was Vladivostok either. So I guess I'm kind of gonna have to go here or something. I think it's maybe more likely to be the Tuazan road, Turan, the Kuzul road. So I don't remember. Where is this one actually? Let's see. Okay, it was Gorno Altaisk. I remember watching that one. Had no clue where it was, but hey, we hold on there against Consus. And I think Consus really did prove himself to be the best player in the world, at least on that particular world map format. He was playing so consistently. Even beating Blinky on moving was so crazy to me. Like, the way he played so consistently in that game was just beautiful. But here we are in Bhutan. I think this one's pretty straightforward. I'm trying to think if there's any like meta to go off of here. I think this might just be west. I don't think I've seen this round before. And again, well, it's just central there. Oh, he also opts for a central hedge, which is very reasonable indeed. So this time Consus is ahead. This time Consus is ahead. By the way, guys, low-key winning those 2 rounds, does that mean I'm the world champion? You know what I'm saying? Okay. This was one where it was deceptively south. I think it looked north, and I think Consus' opponent might have sent Tamale or something, and it ended up being like near Kumasi or something, as far as I remember. Not an easy round for that reason, but that's... I mean, I wasn't sure when I was watching it where it would be, but I think, like, if you look at the vegetation closely, you can see it is quite lush in a way that should be southern, I think. Yeah, it was around there. Yeah, I think his opponent went north, but that's a good guess from us there. I mean, kind of remembered that it was actually going to be south. Probably would have hedged a bit further north had I not known that. Next one here, 2.5 times damage in... Okay, what is that one again? I think it's it looks like the Philippines, right? And if it's the Philippines, it should be in some very mountainous region. Though I'm not really sure if it actually is Philippines. It kind of looks like an Indonesian waymarker, and it is on the left. But the pole doesn't look Indonesian, nor do the electricity counters, so I'm a bit confused about that. I think this one's definitely one that I saw in the tournament, but I don't recall where it is, to be honest with you. I think that's Indonesian. I'm going to trust that that is Indonesian. And in which case, I would say Sulawesi is the most likely. Wow, time ran out there. Let's just go here. Ooh. Okay, it was actually... we would have taken a lot of damage there anyway. Not quite full damage, I think, but yeah, that was actually... we had to trust those electricity counters. I just forgot that they actually have these ones in Philippines. There you go. Well, let's call it a best of 3 and end off the video with a last one here on no moving. Now, no moving, surely I can't beat Consus, even with repeats. I feel like he's that much better than me. But maybe, having seen the World Cup, having been there for a lot of the games, and I haven't seen all these rounds, by the way, but maybe I will be able to squeak out a win here. Because I remember this round. Now, where was this? I was calling something, but I don't remember where it was. Now, I think Consus made a smart guess here. I'm just trying to remember what kind of smart guess, because I think it was just kind of something kind of random. I think it's just somewhere like kind of fairly north or something like that. Okay, it was actually, yeah, all the way on the Laotian border there. Very fun round. I think I was making a different guess in the actual round. I was thinking like more so near Bangkok, but yeah, it's okay. Next one here should be Malaysia, I think. Yeah, it is. This one's Far East Malaysia. Now, I don't remember where this one was exactly, but I remember Lenli. I was sitting next to Lenli. I think he was thinking Sandakan. And I think we went, I think Consus went around here. I think it ended up being close. Wasn't it like on this road or something? I don't know. Let's see it. Okay, it was actually Sandakan. Yeah, it was always going to be like somewhere in that eastern part of Borneo where you have a lot of the palm plantations. Oh, but yeah. Okay, next one here. Going to be somewhere in Iceland. Now, with this kind of flat landscape, with the, I remember the road here, actually. I do remember the road. This was on the airport road, and it was, like, around here, I think. So let's go for that. And indeed, that's the 5K. Probably the fastest 5K I've ever gotten, even on a repeat. That's kind of funny. But yeah, very, very recognizable. We got the airfield right there, plus very black soil, which you get in that peninsula out in Iceland. Okay, next one here is Australia. Now, this was a fun one, as I recall. And I remember where this was. I was calling out Wagga Wagga area, and they both guessed there, but it was like right on the border around Korowa or something like that here. And I remember they both got really close here. Yeah, wow, yeah, Consus even getting the road there. That's kind of a crazy guess, I can't lie. Yeah, so even closer than me, knowing exactly where it was. Wow, very nice indeed. Okay, next one here, India. Can I actually pull it off here, guys? I'm actually still behind. And what do we have here? Al Noor. So we had some Hindi. And what else do we have here? Like, I was making a call on this one. Lots of red brick buildings. I think this one was like near Delhi. I was making a call near Delhi while we were watching. I'm not exactly sure where. I think it was like right nearby, but maybe in Uttar Pradesh or maybe in Haryana or something like that. I'll go there, I think. Okay, it was there, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. It's in Uttarakhand. Yeah, so that's going to be some damage there. Very much the Paraffine site helping me there, but to be fair, I think I had the right vibes when we were watching it. Okay, this one, is it going to be... Oh, this is the very final round of the tournament, I believe. Or was it? No. No. This was Sweden. This is Swedish architecture. And it's all the way south, I think. Yes, I remember this round because I was saying you have to guess all the way south here. And Consus went like here, and Blinky went even further north. But I think with this red brick architecture, like a Danish house, this is very much a Danish house. I think it was like right here or something like that. Yeah, like right on this side. Okay, it didn't actually go all the way south, but still. I'm close to this, so I'll at least take that. Okay, next one here, quadruple damage. Oh, this was a hard one. This is obviously, with this pole, going to be somewhere in Argentina now. So to have a round I screw up. I don't think either player got close here either, as I recall. I could be wrong though. Lots of poplars. Was that mountains there? Wouldn't make sense, I think. Shouldn't be mountains. Shouldn't be mountains in any direction. Okay. Now how far south was this? I feel like this was further south than you can, I think, maybe. Or was it? I don't think it's north here. Like, the trees give very much a south vibe. They both really took their time here, whoever he was playing against on this one. I don't recall where this one was. I think I would just go New Ken with the abundance of, like, the poplar trees, the tall ones here. But I don't remember where it is. And, okay, it was Bahia Blanca. Completely forgot that round. We are quite a bit closer there, so doing a lot of damage. He actually went Mendoza. Very reasonable guess. And I must have subconsciously been helped out there because I couldn't remember, but I still made a closer guess. Next one here, going to be somewhere in Switzerland on this high multi round. Now, I don't think I saw this round yet. Wow, look at that vineyard. Super interesting. Switzerland has the potential to be very beautiful sometimes, indeed, and very strange as well. But I think this is just a middle click for me. I don't really get a strong vibe here. And okay, he gets in the right valley there, so a bit of counter chip there. Gonna be 1,200, so surely I can hold on here with the repeats and everything. Ooh, flags going on here. This is Mexico. A country I've practiced quite a bit. Very dry. Okay, Kiatoni, interesting. What kind of architecture do we have? Colorful architecture. Feels a bit further north. Very dry mountains here. Very useful, I think. Like, should be gettable. The concrete road as well. This is, we could actually lose here. I don't remember. I don't think I've seen this round before, so I think I actually have to guess nicely. Lots of red brick, though. Okay, that helps me out here. Lots of red brick, but also some white cinder block brick as well. Eesh. I don't think it's that close to Mexico City. I think it's a bit more tropical than that. The mountains are dry, but also almost a bit agricultural as well. Oh yeah, that's interesting. It's interesting. We got quite a lot of red brick from what I saw, mixed in with the white brick. I don't know. This kind of gave me this kind of vibe, Nayarit or something. Now, which direction were the mountains though? They're kind of all directions. I don't know. I have to guess a bit further north here. Let's go Durango. Really not sure where this one was though. Oh, Oaxaca. Well, there we go. He actually beats me. So best of 3, Consus wins. There you go. Congratulations, Consus, on your win. So there we go. That is how we stacked up, I guess. With the repeats, I was always going to do a bit better, plus the lack of stress. But yeah, Consus just making such nice guesses, huh? Yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching the video all the way to the end. More World Cup content coming soon. Have to be subscribed for that. And yeah, guys, I'll see you guys in a video very soon. Till next time, and goodbye.